High Line is located on the west side part of Manhattan. The High Line starts from Gansevoort Street in the Meatpacking District and ends at West 34th Street between 10th and 11th Avenues. Its history began in 1849 when New York City authorized railroads in the west side of Manhattan. Between 1851 and 1929, 10th Avenue became known as Death Avenue because many accidents occurred. The railroad hired men to ride horses in front of the train and to wave flags in order to prevent accidents, but people still worried about their safety. After much debate, the City of New York and the New York Railroad decided to agree upon the project of the West Side Improvement. The project costed over $150 million in 1930 and was about 13 miles long. After 4 years of hard work in 1934, the High Line operated its first trains, which ran from 34th Street to St. John's Terminal Park. The railroad system was designed to go through the center blocks rather than over the avenues to prevent accidents. The trains were connected to factories and warehouses where the trains would go inside the buildings with manufactured goods and come out with them as well. However, in 1950, the growth of the trucking services dropped the commerce of the rails nationally. The last train ran on the High Line in the 1980s. Many people opposed the idea to completely close the High Line. This led a group of people to form the group known as Friends of the High Line in 1999, which was founded by Joshua David, Robert Hammond, and some residents of the High Line neighborhood. They wanted to reuse the High Line as a public space. In March 2002, they gained support from a city council. In July 2003, a competition took place to find a design for the new project. Many countries participated, creating 720 teams. The decision was made later on that year in September. The winner was James Cornerfield Operation, a landscape architecture firm. In 2006, Section 1 was built, which covered from Gansevoort Street to 20th Street. Tracks were removed but reinstalled in the park as an ornament. In 2008, the construction of the landscape began. Finally, Section 1 was opened to the public in June 2009. Section 2 will be open to the public in 2011, which covers from 20th Street to 30th Street. The High Line Today. In their book, Cradle to Cradle, William McDonough and Michael Brugnart state that natural systems take from the environment, but they also give something back. The High Line supports this statement and can be used as a good example because the park does take advantage of the nature from the landmark for social reasons. Many people walk along the High Line as an escape from the hectic city only a couple feet below them. It lowers a person's blood pressure and allows the person to relax. People get in tune with nature at the park, whether it be by basking in the sun in the built-in sun benches or appreciating the view of the Hudson River. The physical park captures all natural rainfall that lands on the park and turns it into gray water, as one can see by the vast number of grills throughout the park. It also provides a very stable environment for plants to grow, creating a natural system or cycle. High Line Park is one of the most fascinating and scenic parks in New York City. All of the plants within the park are said to be species of plants that grew after the railroad became abandoned. It was designed with the use of all natural elements of the historical railroad, which makes it such a unique sight to see. So, if you're ever on the west side of Manhattan, be sure to check out this amazing park.